was a bad idea to put Bala back in this 1800 gallon. It lasted only 2 weeks. This morning it looks chewed up. Somebody was trying to eat it. I'm pretty sure it's a largemouth bass again, even though before they seemed to have left it alone, but I have to take it out again. There was only 2 good tanks I could have, or more or less feeding tanks I could put it in. It was beaten up pretty good. Yeah. This tank, but it's way overcrowded, way overcrowded. It came from this tank, but it was bothering the tarpon and the tin foil because of its aggressive nature. I would have left it in there, but it wasn't working out in there. So I'm gonna transfer it to the Cichlid 2.0 tank. It's a bit heavily scaped for a larger fish like Bala, but it needs to recover first. And then see how that goes. Gotta get it out there anyway. The trouble with the Bala continues. It's aggressive in itself. And then it can't cope with those who are trying to eat it. As I'm standing looking at it, it looks like it runs away from the peacock bass. That's something new. I had Bala before with peacock bass in the 4,500 gallon tank without too big of a problem. I mean, the peacock bass weren't going after Bala. We had half a dozen Bala in the 4,500 gallon at one point, and half a dozen of peacock bass, all of them large. But right now it seems maybe my assumption was wrong that it was a largemouth bass. It looks like it might have been the peacock bass, the ocellaris, the broccopondo, the biggest ones. But I saw a medium one chasing it right now too. But maybe it's just feeling the weakness and the fear and reacting to it. That's a new learning for me, that the peacock bass and the Bala may be incompatible. Usually it is very hard to catch fish out of the 1800 gallon, but I was able to ambush it with a net, so that went easy. Now Bala is gonna have a chance to recover in this tank. I hope none of the cichlids bother it, not perceiving it as a rival, but because it's injured, it's still always very risky. I'll keep watching it. Hopefully it'll recover again. Cichlids are watching it right now. The viejas and the dove-eye. Looking at it like, what is that? Is that a rival, or is it just swimming furniture? They're mostly busy with it, with themselves. So hopefully they'll leave it alone. I'll turn the light off and keep checking on it. funny how they're looking at it, and it's also unsettling. I don't like this attention. Yeah, but that simply just took out a loose took out a loose scale. Looks like the newness is wearing out. The cichlids looked at the shark and decided it's not a rival of any kind. Doveye females are looking at her too. That's Vieja again. Nope, not worth my attention. It's good. Of course, it's emitting the hormones and pheromones and chemicals indicating fear and injury. It's also a big fish, and they relative to the cichlid size, so they're looking at it from a distance mostly, showing respect to the size. Okay, I'll stop filming, turn off the light, and let it relax a little more.